Good morning. I've just got back from Aquasize and I've been in the garden for about an hour. It is coming up for 11:30 on Saturday morning, and with all the really bad weather we had yesterday, I have to say the forecast said it was going to be bad, but it said it would brighten up at tea time. Well, if anything, it got worse. Absolutely chucked it down. So I thought today I'm going to pick the very last of the tomatoes. I've pulled up the sugar snap peas as well, and I've collected 5 peppers from the greenhouse because I could see this one has started to be eaten by a slug or something. The other ones are perfect, they're just not red enough. These are only just starting to go in places, but I thought I'd pick those ones and process them as they're just going straight in the freezer, sliced and frozen. The last of the raspberries, I say last, every 3 days I'm getting a handful still, so I can't complain. These are just going to sit on the tray, on the floor, in my lounge to turn red. And then I will be making my tomato mix. Not the sauce, because this is a lot thicker than the sauce. And it's lovely because I put it into ice cube trays and I can get a couple of ice cubes out just to put on a bit of chicken, on the top of a bit of chicken, maybe with one stock ice cube that I've also got in there, and it forms a lovely meal. I use them on pizzas as well, so everything gets used up in some form or fashion. I've still got a basket in the fridge and the ones that are already on the lounge floor. So I shall transfer them to this tray, so I've got them all in one place. Peppers prepped, cleaned, cut, ready to go in the freezer bag. I've got one started out there that's already got some peppers in it. I've got one full bag, and this one will probably fill another one. I'm having tuna and onion and a piece of quiche and some salad for lunch, followed by my vitamin C drink. Fingers crossed that everything I'm doing is tackling my cholesterol. Right, I'm going to be splitting the hostas and maybe some other plants to make some more. First, I chop a bit of the old foliage off. Leave some of it on in some cases, but it's just so I can see where I need to cut. Plus this one had an awful lot of, I don't know if it was a weed or another plant that's grown in between the hosta, but I've managed to pull most of it out. They're tough. Here comes the supervisor, Bertie, to help out. End up having to use a knife. It's so hard to get through. They're so root bound. Of course, Bertie's checking my work every inch of the way. You helping, Bert? You helping? Don't worry too much about being gentle. They really do come back after chopping them up. I'm just taking off some of the excess roots because there's just so much. It's so root bound. I'm just making extra plants. I'm keeping a couple of them quite large. The larger hostas, I took a third off, left 2/3 to go back in the pot. So therefore creating a couple of smaller plants. The smaller hosta I split in two, so that's created a couple of plants as well. Just repeat the process with the bigger plants. You can decide whether you want just in half, in a third, in four. It's down to you. It is hard work, but it's worth it. It's free plants, and you are going to help the existing ones by taking a lot of the old root and everything off them and putting them in fresh compost. I can't get this one out of the pot because of the shape of the pot, unfortunately. Pot will either have to be broken when I get some new ones, and then I can split the plant. Bertie, off there now. Come on. I'm just trimming back the plants, adding a little bit of compost, and I'll have another look at them in about 4 weeks' time, see if I can split any more because they've shrunk back in the pots. It's the awkward shape of the pot that's making it difficult. I will finish seeding where the stepping stones were that I pulled out. I've let the first layer of dirt settle down. It's been rained in, and then I'll do the second layer and seed it. Right. 1, 2, 3 hostas, 2 repotted. The Cape daisies are chopped down with some new compost around them. Hoping the 2 at the back, the 2 grey ones, die back a bit further. I may be able to cut round the plants to get them out because they've got a lip on. The same with the white pot over there, that's got a lip on. So maybe when the plant has died back a little bit more, I'll have more success getting them out. But it's hard work at the moment. But that's enough for today. Bertie! Now he's got gloves. That's naughty. Bertie. Little devil. Trail of destruction. They were Mummy's gloves. They were Mummy's gloves. What are you going to say? You going to say sorry? Say sorry. Sit down. Say sorry. Sit down. Sit down. Say sorry, Mum. Sorry, Mum. Right, picked a couple more peppers. This one's got a split in it, obviously, because this is, I don't know, something that's grown on the side, another pepper that's grown on the side and morphed into it. But there's enough red there to sweeten. Another one had something morph into it. Taken some cuttings, give these a wash under the tap, get rid of those aphids that are on there, and then I'm going to plant them up. Peppers are already in the freezer. I've sliced them, they're in the freezer. I think this may be the very last lot of raspberries. I won't cut it just yet. I may be lucky and get one more lot, but that will go on my bran a bit later. The hydrangeas, I've got 2 quite healthy ones and one that's looking a little bit on the sad side. The stalk has changed colour, but I'm not going to pull it up just in case, and I'm not going to disturb it for a few more weeks, see if I've got some roots. I've washed the fuchsia. I've got rid of all the bottom leaves. I'm going to try it in water to start with, see if I can get any roots. If I can't get any roots, then I will try rooting powder and put it in compost. They can stay there. They're not hurting anybody on the windowsill. There we are. Quiche cooked, ready to go in the freezer. Cut up, it'll go in a bag, ready for next week. I don't need it at the moment. And I took Bertie out for a walk earlier. Did a little bit of scrumping. I shall prep these tomorrow. I'm going to bed shortly. I've had enough today. So I shall just grate them, wash them and grate them. Apples grated, ready to go in the freezer. These will be used in my sweet treats and other things, like add to mincemeat near Christmas to make the mincemeat, Christmas mincemeat, a little bit more healthy.